Take my word for it. I live there. Come to Florida. Get pre-approved right now with my guy, Michael Kotze. Call him at 561-441-2730. He's got Choice Mortgage and a great real estate team. Get pre-approved right now. Michael Kotze, 561-441-2730. Buy in Florida right now. Don't wait. Save money on state taxes. Make your move today with Choice Mortgage. Trust me, Florida is waiting. This guy's so good, he did my commercials in Florida, too. Mike Kotze, 561-441-2730. A ride.
This episode is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. Fiscally responsible, financial geniuses, monetary magicians. These are things people say about drivers who switch their car insurance to Progressive and save hundreds. Visit Progressive.com to see if you could save. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Potential savings will vary, not available in all states or situations.
This is Whipping It Out with Anthony Cumia on the Red Apple Podcast Network. Now, here's Anthony Cumia.
Hey, folks, it's Anthony Cumia. This, of course, is Whipping It Out. We're whipping out free speech. That's what we're doing. And, the topics we talk about here, you could hear me get a little more in-depth on my radio show. That's right, 8 to 11 p.m. Eastern Time at 77 WABC Radio. And your calls. We take your calls live. You could discuss some of these issues that I talk about on the Whipping Out Free Speech podcast every week. So tune in, won't you? Now, what I want to hit on today is the holidays are coming up, Christmas, New Year's, and we all have such fond memories, don't we? I do, at least. And it's such an institution for us Americans. It, like I said, conjures up nostalgia. If you have children, it's a way to live vicariously through them. Once again, bringing back the memories of your own childhood during the holidays. And that's very important to Americans. And to have these wonderful moments, new memories for your own kids or yourself, to have those taken away by canceling the holidays, canceling Christmas celebrations, New Year's celebrations, because there is a segment of, unfortunately, our society, but it's global. It's global, that don't believe or agree with our tradition of Christmas, whether you're a religious person and you are worshiping the birth of Jesus, or you're not so religious and it's more a Christmas gift-giving holiday. That is haram in Islam. It's just it doesn't go along and coincide with their beliefs, so it must be eliminated. And we've seen this happen all over the world. Christmas scenes are set up, the Christmas tree, nativity scenes, and they're vandalized, they're set on fire. The violence happens. Of course, we saw it happen at the Hanukkah celebration on Bondi Beach in Australia. Why do we have to capitulate? Why are we the ones that have to stop doing what we do, our culture, our way of life, the things we enjoy, and our traditions? It's our culture. Why do we have to change that? You must have heard, if not, you'll hear it from me, that France and Germany and Australia and the UK have all canceled a bunch of Christmas celebrations in major cities like Paris and London and Sydney. And again, why? Wasn't that the whole thing with if we stop leading and living our lives, the terrorists win. Remember the terrorists win thing? You know, keep your eyes open. If you see something, say something. But, you know, feel free to go out and celebrate and do what you do. Keep an eye out for your loved ones and your neighbors. But don't stop doing what you do. Don't stop being Americans, or the terrorists win. Well, they won. I hate to put it so bluntly, but if that was the criteria, that we cannot continue doing what we want to do and what our traditions and our culture dictates that we do, then they won. That's it. It's over. How do you argue that? No, they haven't won. Yeah. And even in places where they are celebrating, New York City, they have the big Christmas tree in Rockefeller Center. And every year they've just been pushing people further and further away from that tree because they don't want some Muslim extremist to run up there and set it on fire or pull some vest gadget or whatever. So again, we have to make the sacrifice and capitulate to the terror and not do what we usually do every year for Christmas and for New Year. And the big cement barricades, these giant cement building blocks that are now everywhere. Every major city has them. New York City, you know, that's the one I'm most familiar with. But you walk down the streets, go to Herald Square, you look at Macy's, look in the window at Macy's and try to feel all Christmassy. And then look at the sidewalks and realize it looks like Normandy Beach, June 7th. What? Why? Why? Was it the 6th? Why do we have to live like this? So that some extremist who doesn't agree with your religion can't run you over? I could think of other ways to live in a country where you can celebrate holidays without having to worry about extremist Muslims running you over. Don't let them in the country. Oh my God, Anthony. Oh, what an Islamophobe. What a xenophobe. What a racist. What a this, that, and the other thing. If you take a statement like maybe they should not be in the country, if we have to put barriers in place so they don't run us over, maybe it's not all that racist. Maybe it's not all that Islamophobic, or at least not in the context that they say Islamophobic is. Phobia being a fear. It's not a fear, an irrational fear. Phobias are usually irrational fears. So to say Islamophobia, it would be an irrational fear of Islam. I think you can very rationally have a fear that you and your loved ones are going to be run over when you want to check out some Christmas decorations or do some shopping. That isn't an irrational fear. So the Islamophobia thing, you could throw that out the window. Truth of the matter is, people are scared. They're fearful for their family's safety, and the government is telling you you're not allowed to be. And you have to live with the giant cement blocks and the barriers around everything and cancellation of our traditions, our holidays, because there is a group of people that want to kill you and you're not even allowed to talk about it. And if you live in countries like the UK and Australia, especially after that Bondi attack on on Hanukkah celebration, they've decided they are going to crack down on who? Australian citizens that aren't Muslim and have an opinion, valid opinions on wanting to feel safe, wanting to make sure their friends and families are safe. They will be the ones that have to pay the price. They are putting all kinds of draconian laws in place that you can't even go on social media and suggest that Islam, that radical Islam, is responsible for the terror going on as it did on Bondi Beach. If you do, you will get a visit. Ally, open the door. Open the door. We saw you post. Oh, I knocked on the desk, and now the dog's going nuts. Oh, see you posted something on social media. Aye. Yeah. And now you'll have to pay the price.
Listen to this podcast now on the Red Apple Podcast Network. The Idea Gen Global Podcast with George Safakis.
I'm George Safakis. In a world overflowing with noise, there is one forum where the world's smartest voices connect, where visionaries sit at the same table as innovators, and great minds don't just talk, they act.
Download all of Red Apple Media's podcasts right now through your favorite podcast platform.
This episode is brought to you by McAfee.
I got a message that our flight was canceled. But they can put us on another flight, and we just need to confirm our credit card info.
Wait, I got a security alert from McAfee. It flagged that message as a scam.
McAfee's scam detector automatically spots and alerts you to suspicious texts, emails, and deepfake videos. Learn more at McAfee.com/online protection.
And the other thing, of course, guns. They're going to crack down even more. You want to talk about gun restrictions. Australia tops the list. I mean, they've had a couple of instances over the course of their history where someone had used, or a group of people or individuals have used a gun to commit some atrocities. And their solution, again, was to penalize the law-abiding citizens of Australia. So they're going to do that again. They're going to go with a gun buyback scheme, they call it. I don't know. We don't use the word scheme here, although it fits. A lot of things our politicians want to do seem like a scheme. Scheme has bad connotations to it, doesn't it? But they go, we're going to move forward with a gun buyback scheme. Like a scheme. So they're going to make it harder to get a gun for citizens. And they are going to allow you to have fewer guns to yourself, and different types of guns will be outlawed. And you have to give them up. I mean, you have to literally take your guns and go, here you go. Take more guns. And it's over. They're never coming back. You're never getting them. And, you know, the police, as we saw on Bondi Beach, they'll be there in a half hour. So if someone wishes to do you harm and you don't have any real way to defend yourself against them, perhaps they have a gun because they don't pay attention to the laws, don't fret. The police are only a half hour away. Isn't that comforting to know that a female cop will show up and throw her hands in the air and hide behind her car? But thank God you won't have the means to protect you and your family. This is what they do. And then they talk about extremism and terror, but they bring up things that haven't been a problem. It is radical Islam. That is the issue. Those are the people perpetrating these terror events. And then they go, well, we outlawed the Nazi salute. And like, oh, okay. When was the last time a Nazi killed an Australian? I think it was 1945 during the big one. And, you know, at least have your priorities right. If Nazis are doing evil things to Australians, then by God, go after that. Say that. But if it's radical Islam, say that. And they are not even mentioning that. They don't even want to talk about it. They're Crick and Dan on hate speech. And then they don't mention Islam or clerics or imams or any of the people spewing their hate and getting people riled up to commit violence. But they'll defend. They'll put police in front of mosques when that damn call to prayer is playing 5 times a day. But, talk about them perpetrating terror events. I know. Can't do that. All right, people. We'll be talking about that and a lot more this Sunday, 8 p.m. to 11 p.m. Eastern Time on 77 WABC Radio. And get the app. Download the app from the App Store, and you could listen anywhere on the planet Earth. Is that good enough? I think it is. All right, till next time, when we whip out free speech, this is Anthony Cumia. We'll see you next time.
Thanks for listening to Whipping It Out with Anthony Cumia. If you like the podcast, share it with your friends and listen anytime at WABCRadio.com and download the WABC Radio app. Hit that subscribe button on all major podcast platforms. Plus, follow WABC on social on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, and X. See you next time for a new episode so you never have to wonder.
What the heck is going on here?
Every week, the Payne family cuts straight to the real financial story.
The one question, Bob, everyone's asking is, are we in an artificial intelligence bubble? You've been through boom and busts. What do you think?
No hype, no myths. Just what actually matters to your money.
Does feel very similar to what we experienced in the 90s. Where are we, though? Are we in 1995, 1997, 1999?
Listen to the Pain Points of Wealth on the Red Apple Podcast Network.